Well, we're continuing on past the Yukon River. When the sun comes out, roads dry up really fast. I mean, roads are already basically dry in a lot of areas. And that's just been, 15, 20 minutes ago it was raining. So what's this? You can see some snow mountains way in the background back there, maybe. We got 46 miles to the Arctic Circle. More views down the Dawson Highway. Better views are back behind me back there. Some big old mountains back over my left shoulder. Maybe we'll see them on the way back. Over there. Saw a great gray owl a while ago. But by the time I stopped and turned around, he's already gone. So that and a woodpecker about to extend my wildlife for the day.
Hey, I saw a duck.
Susan saw a duck.
Quack, quack.
Up and off into a valley here on the Dawson Highway. Got back behind our two favorite trucks again. Somehow they managed to catch up to us when we pulled off and did a real quick loop through a little BLM campground back there, which, believe it or not, out in the middle of nowhere out here, actually had a dump station and water.
Yeah,
it had fresh water. Yeah, it had fresh water available there. So
they had two campers there too.
Yeah, had a couple
small campers.
Couple of truck campers, one van camper, one truck camper. Nothing of our size.
Small campsite.
Daggy. Alaska pipeline over there. I'm sure it's zigzagging for a purpose. Maybe going down that hill, they got zigzags in like that to slow the flow. Or don't have to maybe run a straight shot. Not sure, but I guarantee it's got a reason it's zigzagging. It's not.
Not doing this for the looks.
Yeah, it ain't just for looks. On there. Right, we're about 19 miles from the Arctic Circle, and you can see the vegetation change here. We're getting into more of a tundra landscape. Basically, the trees are gone. Now we're getting into low brush and just, I don't know, what's called grassy tundra looking vegetation out there. Nothing very tall at all anymore out there. So definitely, sudden change in top of vegetation, you see.
No animals.
This ought to make it harder for the animals to hide if there's any out there, right? Now, they don't have trees to hide behind. All they got is bushes, some bushes.
But not any mosquitoes.
Some places they don't even have bushes. It's just wide open grass out there. So. Oh, there's a bird. Susan said there's a bird. There's a robin just flew across the road.
I didn't see it. Don't count. I didn't see it.
She didn't see it. It didn't count.
Nope.
Oh, we got a picture station 1 mile ahead up here. Bound to be something good. We'll see.
Alright, this is from Finger Rock Mountain. These will be the later. Valley, this is the valley down there.
we made it somewhere on there. Hopefully we make it back now, but see Susan's truck back there? It's supposed to be blue on there. That's all Dawson Highway mud. That's a loose term, Dawson Highway. It's actually Dawson Dirt Road with periodic patches of asphalt with lots of potholes on there. But we have officially made it to the Arctic Circle, quote unquote. I think officially, technically, the actual Arctic Circle is about a mile or two on down the road. We're going to drive down there, but this is the Arctic Circle waypoint. Got a picnic ground right here, a couple of restrooms on there. Oh, and here is the official Arctic Circle sign. Look at that on there. Latitude 66 degrees, 33 minutes on there. Gonna get us a couple of pictures. We just drove over 5 hours to get up here just to take a picture with the sign on there. So we're gonna make sure we get a good picture with the sign. And let's turn this thing around. Susan's gonna be over here after a while, but in the meantime, I'll get me a picture with this sign. Like I said, after 5 hours of driving down some pretty intense roads, a lot of rain, a lot of mud, and then it would turn to dust, and it would turn back to rain and mud, and of course this is the Dawson Highway, so lots of big truck traffic hauling stuff back and forth from the Prudhoe Bay area over there. So let's see here. We walk over here. We got some exhibits here. Go ahead and get some. Take a look at this. Life in a Hurry. Sunlight bathes both day and night at the pole points toward the sun. Further north you travel above the Arctic Circle, the more days occur without a sunset on here. So 8 intense weeks of summer, daylight, warmth, and rich food lures the migratory birds of the region. So they get 8 weeks of basically 24-hour sunlight or on there, an intense summer with daylight and warmth on there. Leap into life on there. Take a look at that there again. This one's the heart of darkness. In winter, the northern hemisphere of our Earth points away from the sun, plummeting temperatures and absence of sunlight, like the north, and icy silence, and the winter's deep freeze. This is a hungry country. Increasing darkness and lack of food drive fat Arctic ground squirrels into hibernation, grizzly bears into long sleeps. Lemmings remain active in their tunnels under snow, foraging on frozen green grasses. Hardy stores of body fat fortify the caribou. And mosquitoes survive suspended animation due to internal antifreeze systems. From moose to mosquito, lemming to caribou, only the toughest survive the ultimatum of the minus 80 degrees Fahrenheit Arctic night. Before the light goes out, daylight fades, temperatures drop, and the Arctic region begins to point away from the sun. Ptarmigan hair, snowshoe hair, ptarmigan coats transfer from mottled into pure snow white. And of course, migratory birds and other animals start migrating south. Ones that can get out of here, get out of here. Other ones, do various forms of hibernation and just struggle to survive the winter. You're gonna have company here. There we go.
There you go. We can eat it.
All right, there we are. Susan's head kind of blocking. There we go. Now we got it.
All right. How about that?
There we are. We got both of us in the Arctic Circle now.
There you
So, now we're on our way back to the camp. Figure we'll get there somewhere around 12:30. So we should get there before dark. Yeah, it don't really ever get dark right now. So, but we stopped at this place is called Finger Mountain, and I'm gonna switch around here so we can see. You can see the background. Zoom in. That rock way out there looks like a finger sticking up. that's what give this location its name, Finger Mountain. And just kind of pan around, zoom back out some. Got a little trail goes up on top of a hill here. Susan says she can't walk over, it's too cold. Finger Rock, a landmark through time. Hunters knew the rock when shaggy mammoths and bison roamed the surrounding hills, and the rock marked a premier location to watch for game. Hunting continued through countless generations. Later peering down the wind-racked cockpits, early bush pilots used the rock to guide their way home, since the granite finger points directly to Fairbanks. There you go. That finger points to Fairbanks. That's where we're headed toward. Today, Finger Rock marks unique habitat, scenic vista, and wildlife viewing site for people traveling the Dalton Highway. You know what? I think I watched a movie about this, group of early, Native Americans, or whatever, Alaskans, and they were going. The tribe was going hunting, and I think they went by Finger Rock on there, and that's where a saber-toothed tiger, got one of their party, and then later on a herd of I can remember it was muskox, bison, or whatever. They were trying to run them off the cliff. When they did, one of them ended up hooking one of the party and slung him over the cliff, and later on everybody thought he was dead. He made his way back, and he ended up hurting the wolf, and then he befriended the wolf, and the wolf protected him, and blah blah blah, and he brought it back to the tribe and had puppies, and that's how the tribe got domesticated dogs for the first time. I think that was pointing toward Finger Rock. If not, it was another monument, another rock just like it on there. So we're walking up here. It is cool. It's about 40 degrees with that wind blowing. Woo! It's chilly willy. The humidity's higher here, so yeah, you feel the cold. It ain't one of those Colorado colds. Again, we have not seen much of anything for wildlife on this drive. Maybe we'll see something on the way back. But, and it was raining on the way up, so I ain't gonna say we even seen a whole lot of scenery. But right now, we got a break, and we're seeing some scenery. Got this little interpretive trail. It's got some different signs out talking about some of the local wildlife, birds, ptarmigan, Savannah sparrow. Ooh. There we go. Now it's looking like Alaska, don't it? Don't that look like Alaska there when you think about Alaska? Wide open places, not any trees, hills with snow on them, rocks, big valley down there with a lot of little lakes and ponds and pools. All I need now is a pack of wolves or herd of caribou or something like that in the background to complete the picture here, right? Yeah, we've been in the timbered part of Alaska for a while. We'll be going back into the timbered part of Alaska, but since we're up here close to the Arctic Circle, you get into this, more of the, man, I've lost the word for it. Tundra look, I guess. On there.
Right here called Leaves of Fire.
Yeah. On there, so see some showers off in the background. I'm sure that turns into snow on some of those higher elevations up there. Cold as it feels to be right here, it feels like it could be snow right here, but Follow the trail on around, going up to the top of the hill. You got red fox in this area. That's what the sign says right there. Man, that dog, my hand's getting cold. Hold this camera. There's some interpretive placards here. Birth of a river. About the melting snow flows down into the wetland system and forms the Canooty River. The main artery flows through here. We know there's wildlife out there. We just ain't seeing it. We just ain't seeing it, but we know they're out there. So maybe we'll see some on the way back. Above the spruce. Yeah, see, we're above. The singing the bows. I don't hear one sing.
You hear one singing, pretty.
Ooh, gosh, oh, the
let
wind's
him go.
cold. Ooh, that wind's cold.
I'm gonna eat that bowl. I'm gonna have to take some bowls. Well, Ben can't even get try.
We got a lot of pretty nice interpretive displays here, talking about the different types of vegetation, some of the animals you got in the area. And as far as just a scenic overlook, this is a pretty nice area. I'm assuming this is probably it's either operated by the state or BLM. A lot of this land around here is BLM. I think we're pretty much at the top now. Rock and hard place. The rocks that jumped through this landscape till the time of 110 million years ago. Magma oozed through the cracks in the bedrock and then cooled. Finger Rock is the largest tor in this area. That's the tors are granite slabs.
That's that one rock
Sticking out there. Stands 40 feet above surrounding landscape, protruding above the alpine environments in the interior Alaska. So I guess it's an alpine area, not necessarily the tundra, alpine.
That's your view right here.
Woo, my gosh. Let me get up here on top of this rock. I'm gonna get a 360 here. Looking back down the Dalton Highway. See the Alaska pipeline down through there and falls down through here. Make a slow pan around area. Woo, gosh. Get blowed off the rock, it'll be all right. The sun's pretty bright. Again, more I picture at least a lot of Alaska looking like. I do picture the wooded part of Alaska, the woods, and and I guess you get further up into the tundra area. But this is definitely matches my expectation for Alaska. Maybe as we get over toward the coastline, we'll get into some of the bigger mountains, and tomorrow we'll be headed over to the Denali. We'll be over there I got us a campsite for 3 nights over there to tour that area. Ooh, before we move on down to Tanika. I think it's Tanika, is how it's pronounced, down in that area. Alright, I'm going to turn this camera off so I don't run off my battery. Work my way back to the truck. Start working our way back to Fairbanks and back to the Chena Hot Springs Road where we're camped at.